since the 2010 Constitution came into effect, many things have been celebrated in this country. And one of such things is the fact that services have been brought closer to the people, because money started coming down to the counties and the people started feeling it despite all the challenges. So devolution, if one was to pick anything, has really helped infrastructure, health, agriculture, and many of the things which people would hitherto complain about in the rural areas, in the villages, across the country. And as it were, in the Constitution, Senate is that body which is in charge of devolution. It oversees devolution, and in that effect, it also checks and ensures that money is sent to the counties, including how it is dispersed. And this is in this context that the Senate has been discussing the third generation revenue formula, and actually up to the 10th, 9th times, it has failed to do so. Instead, what we have seen is that the debate has taken a new turn, which is a political turn. So senators have refused to budge and have instead stood their ground on their views on the Senate and on the CRA formula, which is supposed to break the impasse and send money to the counties. Instead, what we've seen is that the counties have started suffering. Workers have taken 2 to 3 months without getting their salaries, and most of those projects in the counties have also stalled. Now, the president has an ability, that's what we know, as the head of state, to break this impasse, to ensure that all goes well in the counties through the Senate. That has not happened. Why? One, I suspect it is because the president is in a catch-22 situation, because of the relentless Mount Kenya backyard, where he comes from, and the way the president has had challenges politically with his backyard. And therefore, it is instructive to see that the president had seen it fit not to interfere in this stalemate because of his backyard, knowing very well that his backyard wants to see how this ends. He has decided to back off and see how this thing turns out because of, first of all, feelings from some parts of Kenya that the president would want it to go the way the CRA formula is right now, which is actually to see to it that the highly or the densely populated counties get more money, as some senators say, at the expense of the sparsely populated counties. Remembering well that the Mount Kenya, most of the Mount Kenya, in fact, almost all of them, counties are densely populated. So, if passed the way it was proposed, then it looks like the Mount Kenya counties will, in the end of the 1 man, 1 shilling, 1 vote mantra, benefit at the expense of other counties, especially the sparsely populated counties and the ASAL areas. And if it was to pass the way it was, or the way it is presented, then the Mount Kenya counties will then benefit more or at the expense of other counties which will lose. Now, this led to those who were seen to lose to go against the formula, and vocal senators from some parts, and especially the Rift Valley, where the DP or the deputy president draws his support, opposed this formula. Now, other senators also stayed put from regions like Ukambani, the northern Kenya, and the coast. Now, with that, the CRA formula was not easy to see the light. Up to as we analyze this, it is still under contention. What is clear in this CRA formula stalemate in the Senate is that President Uhuru Kenyatta, Honorable Raila Odinga find themselves in a very difficult situation. They may not come out as politicians to state their positions, and they will want to use politicians, that's senators and MPs. Why? Because they have an interest in 2022 politics, and 2022 politics is firmly what has made this CRA formula not to be achieved. Remembering that even some senators want to be governors. Some senators have other political ambitions. Some senators have other issues behind here. And so, if the president and Right Honorable Raila Odinga come out, it will be seen that they are supporting this group or the other group. That is why there has been criticism, even in the first place, on Raila Odinga from the coast and northeastern parts of Kenya, that why are they supporting? They are then withdrawing their support in 2022. And therefore, they are walking, the two politicians are walking a tightrope, even as the deputy president is enjoying himself because he doesn't seem to be in the center, but in the background, he's firmly in the center. The president is still looking for ways of showing Mount Kenya and the voters in that region and the population in that region that he cares for them through what he's doing, which is supposed to be to support the CRA formula, the one man, one vote, 1 shilling. That is playing politics to it so that he will gain hitherto what used to be his stronghold, because there are also sources which say that he has lost support, considerable support, in that region of Mount Kenya. So it is a way of showing them that he really cares, and he will want to reward them, if you wish, through supporting this formula. Unfortunately, strong arm tactics used by the police to arrest 3 senators painted his administration in bad light. That is Dr. Langat of Bomet County, Lelengwe of Samburu, and Malala, Senator Malala of Kakamega. That did not go down well, and it painted his administration in bad light. And DP Ruto and Raila Odinga have also been castigating the way these arrests were made in a day that crucial vote was to be taken in Parliament, which showed clearly that the government, Uhuru's government, was forcing senators to vote in a certain way. That did not go very well. 2, the president is also keen on ensuring that Raila Odinga comes out of the revenue impasse better than before in terms of how he is perceived by people or voters of Mount Kenya. Remember, I had said that the Raila Odinga was in the process of making perhaps what will be the last stab at presidency. So, in the sense of BBI, in the sense of the handshake, Raila Odinga initially gave his support for the formula. And just yesterday, he also said that he still supports the original formula. And he also castigated, actually, those who arrested senators who are supposed to be going to vote for the CRA formula. So all these efforts by Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila is to show that they support Mount Kenya on the revenue allocation formula. And in the end, the benefits of President Uhuru Kenyatta supporting Right Honorable Raila Odinga will perhaps show in the end. But in a nutshell, he is just trying to show that I support my people, and Right Honorable Raila Odinga also supports the same. So our working together will bring fruits to Mount Kenya. Thirdly, last week, I still indicated, as I've just said, that Right Honorable Raila Odinga will be perhaps in the ballot in 2022. So every move he makes is much expected to be analyzed in this sense. And in this sense, actually, he is trying to show his support for the CRA formula and debate in the Senate, so that in the end, his vote basket will increase. Remember, as he does that, he also wants to keep other of his supporters in other regions, so that as he supports the CRA formula, or as he appears to support the CRA formula, at the same time, he does not put off his supporters in other regions. Number 4, Deputy President William Ruto is also another issue in this all CRA formula. He's using this to also come out through his communications in Twitter, social media, and statements to show that he actually supports a win-win situation for all counties. Now, that is very difficult to achieve, but still, he also wants to come out as a person who is supporting Mount Kenya in all this, CRA saga and in allocation of money to the counties. And that is why most of the politicians in Mount Kenya have also not come out very strongly to show where they are, because it can be taken to show that it is Mount Kenya which is benefiting, as it originally came out. So now they are out, not to show exactly where they are, their position, but at the same time, the major politicians, President Uhuru Kenyatta, Right Honorable Raila Odinga, and DP William Ruto, are also trying to weigh in, but not clearly to come out, because it will be misconstrued by voters in Mount Kenya, in the coastal regions, in the ASAL areas, in Western, as to mean you have betrayed us, so we will not vote for you in 2022. So both, in short, it is a political game we are seeing, and that is why agreement has become very, very difficult. It's a political game. No one wants to come out very clearly, and that is why the team, which is Christine, Team Kenya, is driving this agenda, because the major political players do not want to come out clearly and firmly show that this is the support I am giving to this side or this side, so that in the end, all of them win, no one loses. So until next week, it's bye for now.